The Cellcast is recorded in front of a live streaming audience.
Hello and welcome to another episode of The Cellcast. Joining me today is a man who just likes listening to the disembodied heads in his books. Welcome, Jacob.
Yes, because they give me such good advice every day. Like, don't do this instead. Why, thank you. Let me introduce our co-host, a man who, just a little grumpy every once in a while. Welcome, Drew.
Well, some days you just are.
True.
Grumpy doesn't mean angry. It just
No.
means it's 7 o'clock in the morning. I haven't had breakfast yet, and you called me for what reason? No, Jacob has never done this.
No, I haven't.
I was not pulling on anything from that he did to me.
He hasn't had his glass of Coca-Cola yet.
That is so true, right there.
So, like, you never want to...
I usually wait the Coca-Cola until, like, later in the day, like around lunchtime. And for being honest, no, literally, because there's something hardwired into my head that you shouldn't have a soft drink for breakfast.
Oh, okay.
Orange juice, on the other hand.
Oh, okay. I legitimately, I thought you'd be this kind of guy. It's like, don't talk to me until I have my Coca-Cola.
No. For whatever reason, it is not caffeine. Caffeine, I have the same problem with caffeine that you do, in that it doesn't affect me that much. Probably because I've drank too much Coca-Cola.
That's probably true.
I'm probably immune to its effects at this point.
Probably.
But on another note, tonight we are going to be reviewing a 1980s cult classic, emphasis on the cult, movie, The Care Bears movie, featuring introducing the Care Bear cousins.
Oh my!
I may have an opinion when we get to dislikes. Can you tell?
Yeah, I get that. I get.
This is a little bit saccharine.
Just a little bit. Now, granted, be like for those people, like, granted, my wife of 2 years now, absolutely. I told her what movie we were reviewing, which was the Care Bears movie, and her eyes lit up.
I will admit, a lot of my issues.
Like, oh my
with
gosh,
this,
I love that movie.
A lot of my issues with this are going to be the fact that I do not have nostalgia for this.
I slightly do, very, very slightly.
I think the Care. I'm not going to say they were off the air by the time I was watching television, like Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah.
But I don't remember ever watching it myself. I don't know if that would have been something I would just change the channel, because I'm a boy. I need to watch if I'm going to have anthropomorphic animals talking to me, they're going to be doing either slapstick or stopping evildoers like terrors that flap in the night.
Ah, gotcha.
That may have been where my thought process was,
Maybe.
because I was a young boy in the 90s. Forgive me.
Sure, nah, it's fine.
So I have no nostalgia for this. The only nostalgia I have is I remember that my parents actually had two Care Bears. I don't know if they still have them. But that is the way it is.
Oh, they might be worth something at this point.
Maybe not. I don't know where they are.
Gotcha.
I don't even know if we still have them. That's the thing. I think they may have got lost in the move 20 years ago. But do not quote me on that.
Gotcha.
So, you ready to just jump right into the spoiler-free section?
Sure, why not?
Certified fresh and spoiler-free.
As if it's not obvious, this is my first time having watched this movie, but I was familiar with it ahead of time because many years ago I did see the Nostalgia Critics review of this.
Oh gosh,
back in the day. So I kind of knew what happened in this going into it, but there's a lot of things I didn't know about it. I kind of knew this was going to be preschool friendly, I think is the nicest word to put it.
It is. Well, according to some people, no, because it was dark and scary.
Well, it was from the same people who brought us rock and roll, so
true.
We'll get to that when we get to dislikes,
Right.
But the fact that it is those same people, I'm actually very happy with, because it actually gave this some edge.
A little bit.
Some very good edge. But, yeah, I had no real thoughts going into it other than this was going to be kind of a fun episode for us to talk about because it is one of the more childish ones I think we've reviewed.
Oh, yeah.
And definitely one of the more propaganda-ish.
You think?
Just a touch.
Commercialism? You
Yeah,
think?
definitely. It's not that I disliked this movie.
It was the 80s, people.
It was not a movie for me, and
Fair.
it's okay. You'll note I did not play the bad movie theme.
Yeah, no.
At the beginning, because I don't really consider this a bad movie. I think it does exactly what it intended to do and does it well. Is it a movie I want to rewatch again? No, it is not. Jacob, what are your spoiler-free thoughts on
My
this?
spoiler-free thoughts, this movie came out, because again, I was born in 82. So this movie came out when I was about 3. Almost 3. But yeah, about 3.
I would have been 1.
Yeah, I've been about 3 years old when this came out. I'd be like, I honestly, when I picked this movie, honestly, I didn't remember if I ever watched it. Because I remember something about a Care Bears something as a kid.
Well, there's
I remember watching Care Bears as a kid.
Yeah.
So I have nostalgia for Care Bears. Not that I want to go back and rewatch Care Bears, but I do remember
Right.
watching Care Bears.
And I know there was like 3 major films. So
There were.
this one and then 2 others.
Yeah, Care Bear 2, and then a Care Bear Christmas movie.
Yes.
There's always a Christmas movie. But I started watching, I put it on the list, and we found it. It's on Amazon Prime.
It's on Amazon Prime,
for
yes.
free. So I started watching it, and then automatically I had retrograde memory of this movie.
I love
wait a
when that
minute,
happens.
Wait, what? Hold on. Be like, I recognize this. Be like, and it legitimately threw me back to like the late 80s when my parents were living in when we were living in a little trailer on my parents' property, and walking and be like, they put on Care Bears the movie again. I was the oldest,
And it would have been safe.
right? Because it'd been my baby brother at the time. Because I think Daniel would have been born at this point, so it was more like, hey, let's put this movie on for the kids. And I remember at 3 years old watching a few scenes of this, getting bored and doing something else, because I was like, I want to watch He-Man or Thundercats or whatever. It was probably
I'm
Thundercats.
just imagining some days you have this movie going in the morning and you're not paying attention to it, but your brothers are, because they're young. And the day goes by and you get to the evening and you're sitting down to watch Die Hard with your dad.
Not that young.
Or whatever action movie.
Yeah.
Because I know you watched a lot. I just imagine this juxtaposition. It's almost as bad as going from Fist of the North Star last week to this week.
Fair. But yeah, I legitimately get that, because I do distinctly remember walking by and watching a scene or two of this movie, the beginning, somewhat the part of the middle of the movie, and that's about it. But I do remember the Care Bear, the lion. I remember him.
Yeah.
Because I love his design. But I was like, oh my gosh, I'm being thrown back to when I was a very young child, and in the living room, my brothers are sitting on the couch with mom, and they're watching the Care Bears movie, and I'm like, this is boring, and walking off. Now, granted, be like, I may be misremembering this thing.
Yeah.
I could probably have my mother to this day be like, no, you actually liked it. And it's like, okay, I don't remember. I was 3.
Where your memories kicked in might have been where your taste was kicking in too.
Say what?
Your taste in terms of what you like to watch.
Yeah. So there are parts of the movie that it's like, okay, that's interesting. It's interesting, the fact that this movie legitimately made money. It's a cult classic apparently, because Care Bears is still a huge franchise. It's not one of those echelon franchise from the 80s like Turtles and Transformers and He-Man, have you.
It had the Care Bears franchise had a following before that as a part of greeting cards.
It did.
and stuffed animals before they even thought about making a television show.
Yeah,
so.
agreed. So it'd be like they're legitimately still making Care Bear stuff.
Yeah.
But I think overall, be like, there's parts of it I did enjoy it, and other parts are I'm like, it's a bit sour to me.
Sour. There's a word I wouldn't put with this.
It was the first word to come to mind was sour. I'm like, this is a
NutraSweet's the word that comes to my mind.
That's a good one. Sweet. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, this is definitely. Well, they said it's like for kindergartners to 10-year-olds. I'm like,
More like
a little lower there.
More like 3 to 6.
Yeah, something like that. But like 10-year-olds, you see a 10-year-old going to watch Care Bears? Well, granted, be like if they grow up watching a TV show, maybe. But this be like, no, absolutely not. But again, be like, I'm a little boy who,
Right.
at the age of 7, was 6 years old, was watching Die Hard. So, yeah.
Forgive us. Jacob grew up on Turtles, He-Man, and Thundercats. I grew up on Power Rangers, Animaniacs, and Pinky and the Brain. Okay, this is where we came from.
Yeah. So the and again, be like, if you are a fan of Care Bears and you absolutely love this film, do not be like, don't consider us where we're actually going to hate and bash this film to death.
No,
We're not going
I
to.
wouldn't even say we're going to bash the film.
No.
It's just this was not for us.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Again, my wife absolutely, her jaw literally dropped when I said Care Bears, the movie, and she's
Did
like,
she
and she
watch
said
it
that.
with you?
Yes, she did. And I'm making little comments the entire time, be like, she's Jacob. If you don't shut it, I'm going to make you shut up. To paraphrase her, love you. So yeah, that is my. It's if it'd be like you're interested in something that came out in 1985 that actually beat all the big studios at the time.
Yeah, remember, this did better than The Black Cauldron.
Kind of.
Put that in perspective.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got the numbers to prove it.
Oh, I do too.
What beat them both, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Right.
Why don't we jump ahead and go into our spoiler-filled section of this
Yes.
review? The following is a spoiler-filled review for the movie The Care Bears Movie and introducing the Care Bear cousins. Listener discretion is advised.
That's an extended title.
Technically, the Care Bear cousins part of it is not in the title, but it's on the title page.
Okay, then.
It's on the title frame. It says The Care Bears Movie. Wait 2 seconds, and in tiny little writing, and introducing the Care Bear cousins. It's like, thanks, marketing department.
Yeah.
This movie was
Moving right
directed by Arne Selznick, who would later go on to direct every episode of Little Bear,
Little Bear.
a Nick Jr. television series
Oh, okay.
about Little Bear and his fun adventures with his family.
Oh, okay.
It's a Nick Jr. show. You get the idea.
Oh, okay.
It was also written by Peter Sonder, Barry Downs, Linda Edwards, Muriel Farian, Elena Kucherik, Dave Poulter, Tom Schneider, Ralph Schaefer, and Clark Wiley. This was written by committee, and it shows. It is based on the television series and franchise created by Linda Denham and Elena Kucharik, and made by and the TV series being produced by Deke Enterprises, and the characters created by those characters from Cleveland Incorporated and owned by American Greetings.
Those
Characters from Cleveland is the name of the company.
That's right. Be like,
They're
in my
now
notes
called Cloudco, but that's
Oh.
not as fun.
Wow. Okay.
Getting into the cast, we've got Mickey Rooney as Mr. Cherrywood. And in the movie It's a Mad, 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 Mad World, he played a character named Ding Bell.
Ding Bell.
And if you're wondering if that sounds like the name of a racist Chinese caricature, you're right. Jackie Burroughs played the Spirit, and she was a Hedda King in Avonlea, which looked like it was based on Anne of Avonlea. Georgia Engel played Love-A-Lot Bear.
Love-A-Lot Bear.
Love-A-Lot Bear. I think that's the main one.
Oh, yeah, it is Love-A-Lot. That's right.
And she played Pat McDougal in Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh, okay.
Sonny Besson Thrasher played Jason, and he played Max in My Pet Monster.
Gotcha.
Eva Almost played Friend Bear and Swiftheart Rabbit. And in The Wildcrats, she played a character named Donita Donata. Patricia Black played Funshine Bear and Share Bear and reprised those roles anytime it came up, and those are the only things she ever did.
Oh, wow.
Melanie Melody played Cheer Bear and Baby Tugs Bear. And then Bob Dermer played Grumpy Bear. And I mentioned those both next to each other because they were the puppet Punch and Judy puppets in the Santa Claus.
Really?
Yeah. Those that were in Tim Allen's room.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
They were the voices of those.
Wow. Just wow.
Jane Eastwood played Birthday Bear. And she played Mrs. White in My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Okay.
Eve Evans played Secret Bear for his one actual word. And Champ Bear. And she was, and the only other thing she did was she played a secretary in something called the Edison Twins. Gloria Figura played Bedtime Bear, and what sounds to me like a precursor to Care Bears called the Get Along Gang. She played Portia Porcupine.
Okay.
Cree Summer, in which this was her debut. This was her first acting role.
Really?
She played Kim, the older sister,
Yeah.
and she played Princess Kida in Atlantis, The Lost Empire.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. That's actually a really good movie.
And she's actually in a lot of things.
Oh, okay.
Brian George played Mr. Fettuccine, and he was
Fettuccine.
yes,
Good night.
and he was Alfred in Batman: The Killing Joke,
Oh, okay.
the animated one.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Janet Lane Green played Wish Bear, and she played a character named Heather Redfern in something called Seeing Things. Luba Goy played Lotsa Heart Elephant and Gentle Heart Lamb. And in the Canadian sketch comedy show that I have never watched, she was in 196 episodes of the Royal Canadian Air Farce.
Air Farce?
Instead of Air Force, Air Farce, because it's a sketch comedy show.
Oh, okay. It's a farce.
It's a farce.
Got it.
Terry Hawks played Baby Hugs Bear, and she played Serena, Princess Serena, and Sailor Moon in Deke's dub of Sailor Moon.
Oh, okay.
Dan Hennessy played Braveheart Lion, and he was Chief Quimby in Inspector Gadget.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Jim Henshaw played Brightheart Raccoon, and he was Wicket in Star Wars Ewoks
Oh, okay.
from the same era.
Interesting.
Hadley Kay played Nicholas, our technically villain child.
Villain. Yeah, villain.
And he played Jason in Superman 2.
Oh, really?
I think, if I understand, I wasn't 100% certain which character was Jason, but I think it's the kid that Clark has to save at Niagara Falls.
Yes, that's Jason.
That according to Roy, should have died.
Roy, really?
Because he was being stupid. Go back and listen to the episode of Retro Rewind Podcast or Superman 2 that I was on.
Wait, 1 second.
Actually, I don't think he said he should die. I think he was more like injured because he was doing stupid. Stupid.
But it's a little kid.
I get this.
Good night, Roy. Shame.
I get this.
Roy.
Anyway. Marla Lukovsky played Good Luck Bear and Playful Heart Monkey.
Oh.
And in that same Get Along Gang thing I mentioned earlier, she played Bingo Beaver.
Bingo Beaver.
Yes. Pauline Rennie played Cozy Heart Penguin and Grams Bear.
Oh, my.
And also in Star Wars Ewoks, played Kank.
Kank.
Kank is the character's name.
Okay,
That's
Kank.
or Kaink. That's my best guess at pronunciation.
Kink.
Kank.
Kank, whatever.
Lastly, Billy Mae Richards played Tenderheart Bear and Mrs. Cherrywood, and she is the voice of Rudolph in the classic Rankin
okay.
Bass special
Nice.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Interesting.
Kingdom Hearts connections. How many do you think we got?
Probably 2. I'm hedging my bets on 2. It could be 1. It could be nothing.
Right. Bobo, Steph.
Anybody in the chat? So Bobo says
Bobo
3.
says 3. Artsy, you're going to have to give me something in 5, 4, 3,
Dos,
2, 1. Jacob, you were correct.
What?
It is actually 2.
Oh, Frank Welker.
Frank Welker.
Of course.
Doing special vocal effects in this.
I
I don't even want to know.
I'm probably growling.
And he played Experiment
Tenderheart,
221
whatever.
Sparky in Kingdom Hearts.
Of course.
In the Stitch level. And Brian George, who played Fettuccine in this, plays Captain Hector Barbosa in Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, okay. So Archie said I was clipping and I was going to say
Say 2.
2, laugh out loud.
Well, thank you, Artsy. So, Jacob, info and stuff.
All right, so info and stuff for this week. I actually have all my info and stuff at the ready because I forgot 2 things last week. So IMDb has a 5.6 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes has a 50 score from its reviewers, and the audience score had a little bit better of a 59. Just
I
say
can
how
kinda
people
see
didn't
that.
like this film very well.
Are we sure? Just to make sure, in case you are doing a weird version, like you're actually quoting Care Bears 2.
No.
Return to Care-a-Lot.
No.
Whatever it's called.
No, it's just Care
This is
Bears.
actually
2,
the Care Bears movie.
It's the Care Bears movie. There's
so
no
50 and 59.
I'm not pulling a Paul. Streaming. It's on Amazon Video for free. What is it?
I just had a horrible idea.
Oh no! What?
Michael Bay Care Bears.
Gosh, that would be so terrible.
Anyway.
Thank you for putting that in my head. CGI monstrosities. Oh my gosh.
Because that's the thing is, you know what they look like? It looked like those pictures we see of the royalty-free Winnie the Pooh Bear Slayer thing.
Oh gosh,
horror
you're not
movie
kidding.
thing.
Horror, yeah.
But they'd be that tall and that poofy.
Anyways. Streaming is available on Amazon Video for free. Basically, you can
If
find
you have
it
Prime Video.
If you have Prime Video, and basically you can stream it anywhere right now. What I've seen, physical media. If you want an actual copy, a physical disc in your hands, you can go to Amazon Prime and pay $20.99 for a DVD. They don't have it on Blu-ray, and I think it will come to Blu-ray.
I'm kind of surprised it's not on Blu-ray, honestly.
Yeah, because I do agree because this.
I mean,
again, it is a cult classic.
But I also kind of understand why.
Like Transformers, the
Because I
movie.
could see MGM classifying this, because MGM owns the rights to it now.
They do.
Which is now Amazon. But I could see them classifying this as a kids movie, and most kids movies until really 5 years ago were DVDs primarily.
A lot.
You usually put them on Blu-rays, and then everything started going streaming. So, and no one likes physical media anymore, apparently. So,
Yeah,
or studios don't like physical
studios
media.
don't like physical media anymore. But production was Nelvana Limited, American Greetings, Those Characters from Cleveland LLC, which is still, they are now called what again?
Cloudco, I think is what I saw.
Cloudco. They're now called Cloudco. But distribution was Samuel Goldwyn Company, which was folded into MGM, now MGM Amazon in 2000.
Yes, they are Cloudco Entertainment now.
Cloudco Entertainment. Our runtime was 76 minutes. Release date was on March 24th, 1985 in New York City.
Did you say 1985?
Yeah, 1985.
I'm younger than this movie by a couple months.
You're a wee little lad.
I was I was negative years old. Because I wasn't born till December.
Oh, never mind. That's right. You were born in December. We were both born in December.
Yeah.
So yeah, March 27th, March 24th. Now I'm thinking my own birthday. Come on.
Sorry.
March 24th, 1985 in New York, and in the broader North American region, only a couple of days later on the 29th. Box office had an estimated budget of $2 million. Its opening weekend was $3.7 million on March 21st, 1985. Its domestic gross for the United States and Canada was $22.9 million. It had the same for the international. So this movie made money. Because again, nowadays, be like back then, like you could rely on your VHS and Betamax and releases to make your money back.
Capacitance disc, laser disc,
what have you. Nowadays you can't. So because nowadays you have to make at least 3 times your budget in order to make even now, according to experts. Home video release. So this is the interesting one because this has been passed around like like a certain character from our last movie. If you know, you know. Mm-hmm. Do I condone it? No. But I'm using that example. On. Moving right along.
Dig-a-doom, dig-a-doom.
All right. Released by Vistron Video after retaining the home video rights to Care Bears the movie for the U.S. for $1.8 million. It was released in the United States on July 10th, 1985. That's really quick for 85. Mm-hmm. On VHS and Baymax formats. Baymax. Am I saying that right? Yeah,
Baymax?
Baymax.
Baymax is
Betamax. Betamax. Not
okay.
Not hi. Be like, I'm your special caretaker.
Tell me, how do you rate your pain? Large. No amount of caring is going to heal it.
Oh my gosh, what did I say earlier? I wrote as like emotional damage. This movie.
Emotional damage.
All right. Was released here in the United States on July 10th, 1985. Again, VHS and Betamax formats. On August 10th, 1985. And by 1988, the sales of this edition sold 140,000 copies. In 1990, Video Treasures reissued the video cassette, also known as the VHS. Mm-hmm. On October 10th, 1995, Hallmark Home Entertainment published another VHS version as part of a 6-title package from Goldwyn and Brittain ranking organization. On September 5th of the year 2000, MGM Home Entertainment, who now had the holding rights to this, who had absorbed Samuel Goldwyn Company, re-released the film on VHS under the MGM Home Entertainment label. The DVD edition premiered on August 6, 2002, and was packaged with the 1978 British family film, The Water Babies. Has anybody heard of this?
Water Babies?
The Water Babies. I have no idea. The Water Babies. In 2003, the film was also introduced into MGM Kids line, which apparently is a thing. In honor of the Care Bears 25th anniversary, another DVD edition of the film was released on March 20th, 2007, with restored picture quality, containing the franchise's second Acrosend film art special. The Care Bears battle the Care Bears battle the freeze machine as an extra. I have no idea. Okay,
I know.
I'm
This is
just
the
reading
80s.
off the script.
The thing is, names like this sound like things I would enjoy, but
You
I'm thinking
think?
it's the Care Bears. It's
Care
not
Bears,
gonna
Care.
be that. This is not Gen 4 MLP.
This is Care Bear stare to make you feel better.
Care for me. Yes, Baba, we want Godzilla versus the Care Bears.
yes.
Technically, we've already had that in the form of the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny, but that was unofficial.
All right.
Neither
so-
Toho nor those characters from Cleveland approved it.
All right. The American Graders Company launched an official anniversary website and a Dodge Grand Caravan giveaway as a part of the
Please tell me this Dodge Caravan was colored like, I don't know, have a heart bear.
Go look it up. I have no idea. Because I know you'll be like, you hear something like, hold on,
Neon
let me-
pastel colors, please.
Let me go look up. I don't know because it doesn't go that far. But by 2007, the home cell release of the Care Bears, the movie, had totaled over 5 million units. But I say 5 million units. It was later re-released by 20th Century Fox Home Video on DVD again on March 5th, 2013. To date, this is the only theatrical Care Bears movie from the 1980s to be known for being successfully reissued, outselling The Next Generation.
Oh, yeah, that is what the second one was subtitled.
Yeah, it was the
Care
second
Bears
generation.
2, The Next Generation.
I knew he was going to do that. Do they have a Klingon now? Did they? You
I
know,
am Locutus of Bear. Resistance is futile. You will care.
Oh my gosh! Now be like, now that's stuck in my head. I want to do that.
Bearborg.
What?
Bearborg.
Bear. Oh my gosh! Now I'm gonna draw that. Oh my gosh! Thank you so much. Oh my gosh! I think that'll be the cover.
A Bearborg.
Bearborg.
It's not going to make any sense.
Who cares?
Careborg. Artsy stuff gets it. It's Careborg.
Careborg. That's it. That's it. I am broken. We're not even 45 minutes, like not even 50 minutes into this episode. Oh my gosh.
Okay, Artsy, I have to mention this since you brought it up.
Oh, no.
But she says, what would a Care Vulcan be like?
Oh no.
I'd like to point out that my teddy bear as a child,
Okay.
I tended, for whatever reason, to chew on its ears. And when I got old enough, and was into Star Trek, I started calling it a Vulcan bear because it had pointed ears that I gave it.
You pulled a Mike Tyson.
I was 1 year old. Forgive me.
Oh my gosh, my abs are killing me. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. Now I'm gonna draw one with the bear and snipped on.
Vulcan Bearborg.
Oh my gosh.
Just color it red. That way it actually matches.
Oh my
Hi,
gosh.
Mom, by the way. Now that you're in the chat. You came in at just the right time.
Hello. Oh my gosh. All right, so getting back to past the Next Generation, which has not been re-released since 2003.
Thank goodness.
Just it'd be like this movie has been so re-released and reissued so many times, and the second movie's only been re-released twice.
And yet it is on Amazon Prime.
It is
I
on
saw
Amazon
it.
Prime.
I saw it there next to this movie.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, I don't think I can do that right now.
Oh my gosh. All right. So let's get the train back onto the track for a second. All right. So
I like trains.
Anyways, oh my gosh. All right, so getting into the yearly ranking of 1985, where do you think this movie sits? Now, granted, I got my information from BoxMojo.com.
BoxOfficeMojo.com.
Yes, BoxOfficeMojo.com.
10.
What? No. Anybody
20.
in the chat? Stop.
30.
Stop. Anybody in the chat?
Minimum to make money, but it was not that impressive.
If anybody in the chat would like to chime in on what the Care Bears for 1985 in the theatrical rating, where did it lie? I have it right here. Drew's thinking 10, 20.
I'm thinking it's not it's higher than it should be, but lower than it probably feels like it should
you
be.
will be surprised.
It wasn't number one. I know that.
No, it wasn't.
Can't think of what other movies came out that year, but I know it wasn't that one.
One that lies so dear to my heart, it's not even funny. All right, so we're going to move forward with this. It ranked was 44.
44, okay.
And get this.
Would it be?
Disney's The Black Cauldron came in 40th.
Just barely.
Just barely.
We'll be getting into more of that in a minute.
Yeah. So the domestic box office for 1985, if you know anything about me, you know exactly which movie we're talking about. Back to the Future was number one.
Yes.
Let's see. Beverly Hills Cop.
Cop.
Yeah, Cop. What did I say?
It sounded like Rooster. But we'll move on.
Okay, got it. Gotcha.
I may have misheard.
All right. Beverly Hills Cop. Rambo, First Blood, Part 2. That's the third one.
Yes.
And Rocky
confusing.
4, which was a good one.
I will break you.
Yes, that was literally I Break You movie. Which apparently Sylvester Stallone did a director's cut of that, which I really want to get hold at some point. Because that sounds like a good movie. And at number 5 was Cocoon. If you don't know what Cocoon is from 1985, go check
It's
it out.
old people getting young.
Yes, it is. It's a really good movie. It's legit.
I've not
good.
actually seen it.
All right, so that is all I have for info and stuff.
All right, getting into the summary. The Cherrywoods are a middle-aged couple who run an orphanage. Mr. Cherrywood tells the orphans a story about the Care Bears. Well, I should say it like he does. The Care Bears. And Care-a-Lot, they're home in the clouds. In the story, Friend Bear and Secret Bear...
Shangri-La Bear. Shangri-La Bear.
Shangri-La... Yeah,
Shangri-La Care. Shangri-Care.
Shaka Khan.
Hold on. No. Let's tie this into another one we did. This is Carolina. You're welcome, Nate.
All right, back to it. In the story, Friend Bear and Secret Bear search for people to cheer up. They meet Kim and Jason, who are not Power Rangers, two lonely youngsters who recently lost their parents in a car crash. Introducing themselves, Friend Bear and Secret Bear remind the kids of their ambitions, but neither sibling seems interested. At an amusement park, Tenderheart Bear spots a magician's apprentice named Nicholas. While unloading a trunk of goods for his master, the Great Fettuccine, Nicholas finds an old book with a diary-style lock. When he unlocks it, an evil spirit appears as a woman's face and corrupts him. With his help, it lays waste to the park and quests to remove all caring from the world.
You mean that one town?
Yes. It's that one carnival.
Yeah.
Back at Care-a-Lot, the other bears work on their new invention, the Rainbow Rescue Beam. Yeah, Star Trek. It's a transporter.
It's a transporter.
A portal that can send any bear to Earth and back, and apparently humans.
For plot convenience.
Yes, for plot convenience.
Oh my gosh.
They bring forth unexpected visitors. Friend Bear, Secret Bear, Kim, and Jason, who are still not Power Rangers. The bears introduce themselves to the children and give them a tour of their home. Tenderheart Bear returns on his now out-of-control rainbow roller. Yes, he is. And she's wearing pink. Just before a cloudquake caused by the spirit ruins Care-a-Lot. Yay! Tender. I'm going to get in trouble for
Catherine
this.
because she's blonde.
She's not a cat. That's a Care Bear cousin.
Okay, move right along.
Using the Rainbow Rescue Beam, he sends Kim and Jason, still not Power Rangers, to the park along with Friend Bear and Secret Bear. They end up in the Forest of Feelings, where the portal malfunctions. From a nearby river, the other bears search for them aboard the Cloud Clipper. Good Luck Bear, Grumpy Bear, Grams Bear, and the Cubs stay behind in Care-a-Lot. Within the forest, the children and their friends meet Braveheart Lion and Playful Heart Monkey. Later on, more of these creatures are discovered. Cozy Heart Penguin, Lots of Heart Elephant, Swift Heart Rabbit, and Bright Heart Raccoon. During their stay, the spirit attacks them in several disguises: a pike, a tree, and an eagle. After the Care Bears and their new friends defeat it, they venture back to Earth once more. Loyal Heart Dog, Proud Heart Cat, there's your cat, Gentle Heart Lamb, and Treat Heart Pig to save Nicholas from the spirit's influence. At the park, Nicholas obtains the ingredients for his spell against the children and the creatures. After he casts it, the Care Bears and company engage in a long battle. The bears shoot beams of bright light on him, forming their Care Bear stare. The cousins help with
Care
their
Bear
call.
control.
Good Luck Bear, Grumpy Bear arrive in time to help after fixing the Rainbow Rescue Beam for plot convenience. As the creature's power drains away, Nicholas and the spirit briefly regain control. Kim and Jason, who are still not Power Rangers, assist Nicholas, who is definitely not Santa Claus, who finally realizes his misdeeds. With Secret Bear's help, he retraps the spirit in the book, saving himself, the park, and the world. He thanks the group and reunites with Fettuccine. I mean, I like the food too. Tenderheart Bear inducts the Care Bear cousins into the Care Bear family and gives them their own tummy symbols. Kim and Jason find new parents who take them to one of Nicholas's shows. Mr. Cherry
Is one of the parents called Zordon? Please say it's called Zordon.
They're dead, so who knows? As Mr.
They're adopted parents, you knucklehead.
As Mr. Cherrywood finishes his story, it is revealed that he is actually Nicholas and that his wife is actually Kim. So maybe Nicholas is actually Tommy. Tenderheart Bear, who has been listening from outside a window, returns to Care-a-Lot in his Cloudmobile.
Wait, did it actually say her name was Kim?
Yes! No, actually, it didn't. But it's implied to be Kim.
Oh, it's implied.
Jason, on the other hand, is probably out at a peace conference.
Sweet Mother Hubbard.
You're welcome, folks. And
Oh,
Nate.
gosh. You've been playing this for the week.
No, I haven't. It just hit me when I realized Kim and Jason. Power Rangers. Moving on. Getting into the trivia.
Oh, gosh.
The film grossed almost $23 million in the American box office,
Right.
making it the most successful animated production outside the Disney market at the time of its release,
Yes.
and Nelvana's highest-grossing film for another 8 years.
Wow.
This is the debut of Cree Summer's voice, and she would become famous in many animated television series and movies. 4 months after this film's release, Disney released The Black Cauldron, which was their 25th animated film and the most expensive at the time, costing $44 million. By contrast, Care Bears cost $2 million, but made $23 million at the box office, while Black Cauldron only made $21.3 million. This alarmed many Disney animators and raised questions about the future of the department. Months afterward, a reissue of 101 Dalmatians would outgross both films, making $30 million.
Wow.
This film was offered to several major American film studios for release, but got rejected because none of them saw the financial potential in a film that was purely made for children. It was eventually picked up by the Samuel Goldwyn Company, an independent studio at the time. Lastly, while many of the spells that Nicholas uses are made-up words, one word he uses when casting a spell on his mentor to put him to sleep is ishkabibble. This was actually a very popular American slang term for about 20 years or so, starting around 1913, and means, appropriately enough, who cares?
All right.
What's your first like for this movie?
My first, what I called was the Cherrywood revelation. Was that we were like, oh, actually, Nicholas was actually Mr. Cherrywood who runs his orphanage. I'm like, okay, that's a cool little bit. Be like, I didn't see it coming, but probably this guy over here saw it like 20 minutes of the movie. It's like, oh yeah, he's the narrator.
I will be honest. I only knew it because of the Nostalgia Critic review.
Oh, okay.
I didn't think about it after that. So like, oh yeah, he's the kid at the end. Okay. Actually, for a bit, I thought it was Jason, and then I got to thinking, well, wait a minute, if they're married,
Yeah.
and they're brother and sister, is this Alabama?
Oh, nope.
Don't care that much.
So yeah, I thought it was interesting. I am gonna say this again: a character not being held accountable to their own actions. Just saying. I like the revelation. Do not get me wrong. I thought it was a nice little plot twist. It's like, oh, okay, that's who that. They're like, this is who Mr. Cherrywood is, and apparently he marries Kim. Apparently,
Like I said, he's apparently Tommy.
apparently he is Tommy, which is not as cool.
But he's not wearing green, though, or white.
No, exactly. But hold on, he's wearing red though.
Zeo Turbo, moving on.
Yeah, true. So connection.
We should have
Anyways,
done Power Ranger connection.
not a power regulation, but still. Hold on, let's see if I
This
did not.
movie's in the morphing grid. Anyway,
I had to double check if my mic was clicked on or not because I felt it click and I was like, hold on.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, that was my first I like what I'm calling the Cherrywood revelation, and again, be like always with some of these films that, again, main villain character is not held accountable for their actions because they're a kid. It's like, oh yeah, you did all these horrible things, and be like, you were swayed by this.
we're not in dislikes.
I know, but anyways, I'm rambling. Anyways, moving right along.
Dig a doom.
Go something.
My first like for this actually is the animation. This is animated far better than it has any right to be.
You're not kidding.
I mean, part of it is they were planning. This wasn't a theatrically released movie. I wouldn't say they're going for blockbuster, but they knew they were going up against Disney, and they delivered what I would call at the time Disney level animation, mostly because a lot of these people were from Disney at the time but from my understanding, but either way, yeah, it's a very well animated movie. There's a lot of good smooth animation throughout. You can definitely tell that the people who previously did Rock and Roll definitely were involved, because there's a lot of stuff in here that's generally scary imagery, especially involving the spirit, to really give you that good propaganda. It's like, if you don't care, the world is going to turn into a horror movie. It's like, some could claim that many of those monsters cared a little too much, and that's why they kidnapped their victims. But anyway,
Oh my gosh.
it's a very well animated movie. The animation on the spirit for what that character is, I thought was done very well. It was, and the use of that as a villain, I thought was very creative. But really, overall, the animation on this is excellent. It's far better than it has any right to be. So yeah, for this era, the animation is my first like for this movie.
So
It is animated very well.
So I looked something up because we're talking in our TAS segment, we're doing Batman the Animated Series or Batman the New Adventures. So my general thought is we've already done Batman Mask of the Phantasm, right?
Yes,
And we love that film to death.
it's
And
about 10 years after this.
yeah, but I kept thinking it's an adaptation of a TV show, be like blah 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 blah. I had to look it up. It had
I mean,
a
it's
budget
this
of
movie based on a TV show.
yes.
Okay,
So-
I actually don't know about the order, if the TV show was first or before this. If it was before or after this movie.
For Batman or
I thought you meant for this movie, because
No.
Mask of the Phantasm came out like after season one.
After season one.
Yeah.
So what am I saying is because we've already done Batman Mask of the Phantasm. We both loved it.
Yeah,
It had a budget of $6 million, only made $5.8 billion. How in the world do little Care Bears meet out the Dark Knight? How?
Because part of the reason we started this podcast was to fight against the misnomer and the biases of people to assume that animation is primarily aimed at children. Should be made for kids.
I know.
Batman, while it was aimed at kids, was made for a more adult audience. This was aimed directly at children, and that's what got people in there. And plus, this looked safe. Honestly, you go and look at the trailer for Mask of the Phantasm. It doesn't look like a movie that would get like kids' butts in seats.
Fair.
Other than it's Batman. Ooh.
That's true.
It's very. It looks very dramatic. This, yeah. That's the. And also, like we said, people are stupid. And plus, Batman had a lower budget because it started off as a made-for-TV movie,
It did.
and then got upgraded to a theatrical film.
That's true. So, just my frustrations out of the way, because
I
again,
mean, Care Bears did cost less to make because it was only $2 million.
true.
And granted, 10 years difference, there's a little bit of inflation. It might equal out, but anyway.
All right. So, my second I'm kind of bounced off yours because, blah 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 blah. I mean, like the animation is very good. It's done very well, definitely for something that was made with a $3 million budget, and they utilized it very well because again, we've reviewed movies that had budgets,
Far greater,
twice, triple times this, and it was absolute hot garbage. Point to a lot of the movies we've done for Bad Movie Month.
And that's why it's called Bad Movie Month.
Exactly. Because this movie legitimately has good animation that is based off the animated series. And it's based off a bunch of plush bears from the greetings cards thing because, capitalism.
Well, admittedly,
Nothing bad with
it is
capitalism.
animated better than clips I've seen of the TV show.
Yeah.
Because it is animated, looks like it's animated on tubes, but it's a lot cleaner, for lack of a better
Yeah,
term.
it is.
A lot more care was put into it because of it being
Womp, womp.
theatrical film.
Yes. But yeah, the animation's clean. There's no real. I can't really fault the movie for its animation. But like it's done very well, and yeah, I do enjoy the animation for what it is. That is a little saccharine, yeah, a little bit.
We'll get into that.
Yeah. What's your second?
My
one?
second
Yes.
is, I already mentioned it, but the evil spirit of the spell book.
Oh gosh,
The character is one note, admittedly, but
very one note.
the idea of like this kid who was, I'm sure he wasn't like an innocent kid before any of this, but he was a normal kid, kind of just maybe angry that he seemed to be having to do all the grunt work like you do.
And no one likes him.
Yeah. And
Is that true? No, it's not.
he unlocks, he's tempted to unlock this book, and then the book tempts him to cast all these different spells in order to give him what he thinks he wants.
Exactly.
And the farther in he goes, the less able he is to get himself back out. I think that's a cool little cautionary tale
Agreed.
about
Don't open books, okay, people.
yeah. Don't open. Reading is bad.
No, I'm not
That's not what we're
replying
saying. But being very careful about the roads you go down and what's happening. And understanding what is behind not just the media you intake,
Right.
but like where things can lead that you don't intend.
Right.
And I think that's really what that is showing, because yeah, it takes all these Care Bears and Kim and Jason to get him out of that by the end of it. But and the Care Bear cousins. I can't forget about the Care Bear cousins.
Of course.
But
Product punishment.
I know that's what that was.
It is.
That's what 9/10 of this movie is.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, I thought that was a cool villain, a cool redemption story, because it kind of is meant to be a bit of a redemption story. Granted, he hasn't had time to, by the end of it, and we can tell afterwards he's healed because, you know, it takes place, he's an adult telling the story from when he was a kid. So obviously he got better, and probably, even though it's not shown, probably there were consequences to his actions that he had to atone for. But at the same time, we don't actually get to see that. So it does kind of feel like you said, no consequences. I think there probably were consequences, just didn't make sense to show it on there. But yeah, I liked the fact that this kid actually is almost forced to do what he doesn't want to do because he made a decision when it was easy to make a decision for what he wanted, and it keeps getting worse and worse, and he can't get out of it.
Peer pressure.
And scarily enough, he kind of wants to keep doing it.
He does.
Even though he doesn't want to do it. That's how sin works, folks.
That is true.
So
I think there's a lot be like he does because he wants revenge on those people. He assumes that people don't like him.
He may have started off that way, but
yeah.
I don't think it stayed that way. I think at some point his sinful nature was getting amplified by the spell book, by the evil spirit.
Agreed.
And that's how it was getting worse, and it was getting easier for him to go down that road.
Yeah, because I think when
the evil spirit did deceive him. Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
But after a while, it's like he kind of wanted this too, but at the same time, he also didn't want it. It's that weird dichotomy, especially if you're a Christian. Like, it feels good to get revenge, but you also don't like getting revenge because you understand how that's affected someone, how that's not actually good for you.
Yeah,
and how that's actually you doing wrong.
Yeah, I do.
Sinful.
I do like the fact that Nathan, Nathan, Nicholas. You kept saying Nathan. I did say Nathan. Sorry, I'm not. No Marchand here.
The Care Bears are mini kaiju.
Oh, gosh, no!
Let's not.
Let's not put that in Nathan's head. Thank you very much. No, they are not kaiju, Nate. They are not on your island. If they are, that'll be funny.
They're on the Zeta site, wherever that is.
Wherever that's at.
Somewhere in Antarctica.
Ah, gotcha.
That's where Carolot is. It's covering up the hole in the ozone layer.
It's
why there is a hole in the ozone layer.
Because Carolot. Oh my gosh! But yeah,
Carolot is causing global warming.
Conspiracy theory. We're telling the truth right here, people. Pay us.
Yes.
No, but
you're off the wall conspiracy theories
about Care Bears.
They do put out radioactive beams that they call a Care Bear stare.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but Nicholas, not Nathan, Nicholas be like, all he wants to do is be beloved by people. He wants to be friends with people. And he just has a hard time making friends. And when he is tempted by the book or tempted by the world to do these wicked and evil things, he eventually starts around to be like, oh, I actually do enjoy doing this. Mm-hmm. And it takes his friends, or his so-called friends, I can see where Kim and Jason, who are not Power Rangers, be like legitimately want to help him because you have the Care Bears who are just stalkers. It's legitimately what they do, because it'd be like, oh, we know everything about you.
We'll get to this.
Yeah, we'll get there when we get there. But so yeah, be like, it's this old notion. Be like, because I remember when I was younger, I always thought, oh, no one likes me, no one cares.
Guess you'll go eat worms.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you would think. But is it true? No, it is not. It is a lie straight from the devil in his horny butt. But yeah, be like, if you think that, be like, oh, because no one likes you, be like, just turn around, because I guarantee there's probably like 3 or 4 people who actually do like you. So a very interesting fact about myself. So when I was in school, like when I was like in high school or whatever, or middle school, I thought nobody liked me. So, boy, was I wrong when I grew up. So I get the invitation for my high school graduation reunion, a 10-year, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's kind of cool. And then with the 20-year, I get another one. It's like, oh, okay. And because we're sitting there for a while talking and everything, and so the thing that hit me the most about that whole thing is because me and Ashley at the time were dating. Mm-hmm. So be like, I feel, nights winding down and be like, it's like, hey guys, this has been great. We're going to leave. And they're like, no, we got to do a film. We got to do a picture. We got to do a picture. And they literally put me in the front of the picture with everybody. I'm like, what in the world is wrong with you people? And it's like, oh, people do care. So be like, the simple fact, be like, if you think for 3 seconds that no one cares about you, if you're a teenager, if you're like a little kid, a teenager, an adult, what have you, if you think that no one cares about you, you're dead wrong. Because there are people who care about you. And it doesn't matter if they're family. It'd be like, you could impact someone's life without even knowing it. And people do care. It's like, be like, all it takes is looking around and get past yourself mm-hmm. and be like, and look around. And plus be like, and if you don't know Jesus loves you.
Yeah.
He died for you. So, yeah. If you want to know more about that, talk to somebody.
Did you give your third like?
No, I have not.
Okay.
I had to...
You had a story to tell.
I had an epiphany, so I need to conclude that epiphany.
That's fine. It's just, I was sitting there going, is he on his third? Did he go into that from my second like, or did he come off his third like? So now that I know where we're at.
Yeah. All right. So my third like, weirdly enough, this actually goes back to my nostalgia of this movie. And probably some of the TV show when I was little. Was actually Braveheart Lion. Or whatever his name is. The lion. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Roar! Who's probably voiced by Frank Walker. Or at least his roar was voiced.
Might be.
Roar was voiced by...
I don't know. It was not a Lion King roar, so it can't be the same. It can't be Frank.
No. But... Well, it could have been. It'd be like it's not... Probably wasn't a... Like, it sounded like a Frank... It sounded like a very weird lion roar.
I'm just saying Frank Walker's usually better than that.
Anyways. Train of thought being lost. But I did really enjoy that design because it pops up and like, okay, oh, he's going to eat it. It's like, no, he's actually trying to help you. Which is kind of makes sense because you're not going to get a scary character except for the villain in these kind of films. I really did like the design of the Care Bear cousins for some weird reason. Even though it was literally very clear, they literally just plopped another head on to a Care Bear and made it another creature. But
I just realized which character is Zordon.
Oh, no, who?
The evil spirit, because it's just a floating head.
it's literally just a floating head. Oh my gosh.
And bald. The only difference is it's female.
And bald, yes. Oh my goodness.
And you can actually see its mouth move. It's not covered up by early 90s cloud effects.
But yeah, I really did enjoy the design of the Care Bear cousins. And I was like, oh, okay, there's a whole different world, which apparently they got lost in for some reason.
Merchandising convenience.
Exactly. Merchandise convenience.
Toy company mandates.
Exactly.
It's not Bandai, so I can't say it's them, but...
Theatrical commercial. Anyways. Be like...
Capitalism.
Capitalism, in a good way. Anyways.
I need that clip of Tim Curry.
Reagan administration.
That's not what I mean. I'll go to the one place that hasn't been ruined by capitalism. Space.
What movie is that from?
It's from a video game.
Oh.
He did some full motion video cutscenes for Command and Conquer.
Oh.
And he played the Russian villain that mocks you throughout the thing that you're technically fighting.
Tim Allen?
Tim Curry.
Oh, Tim Curry. Oh, that makes sense.
And
I was like, Tim Allen. It's like
and
Tim
at the-
Curry. Okay, that makes sense.
And when you
that
finally,
sounds like a Tim
when
Curry.
you finally defeat the last level, I believe. I've not actually played the game.
Yeah.
I'm going off the. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Of course.
You've rained on my glorious parade. For this, I'm sending everything I've got at you. But I won't let you have the satisfaction of catching me. I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
Space. Oh, Tim Curry. Tim Curry, the only person who can pull that kind of line off.
Sorry. Continue.
Anyways, where was my train of thought? Somewhere in
Bandai
space.
mandates.
Ah.
Capitalism mandates. Toy selling.
Toy selling. Yeah, it's just like the design of the Care Bear cousins. Because again, like all the Care Bears, they look alike for the most part.
Same.
Same general design.
Yeah.
But you know, obviously the Care Bear cousins look different because they're designed after different animals. I especially love
Pattern. That's the word I was looking for. Pattern.
That's a good. That's a good one. Braveheart Lion. I really enjoy his design because it's vastly different than everything else. Be like the rabbit looks a little different. Everybody else kind of looks, you know, kind of like a Care Bear that they've transplanted another animal's head onto that body.
And maybe put a different tail on.
Yeah, put a different tail on. But yeah, I especially enjoy Braveheart Lion's design because it's a completely different design. Because I think I even remember as a kid like having one of those for a second, like a hot second. But there was a part of me after watching this movie. Now I want to find a little Care Bear's little toy and put it on my shelf. It's like, you know what? I remember that.
Fair enough.
Yeah. What's your third?
My third like for this film. My third like for this film actually, like you're saying, it is the character designs for the most part. I mean, yeah, that goes back to the original designs made for the greeting cards, though it would have been simplified for the TV show and for the movie, even for the movie, because I mean, the actual design, I remember kind of what the designs for the greeting cards looked like, and they were they were done very well, but they're not very animatable.
Fair.
And the designs that they would make for the TV show and movies, I think is they would eventually go to for all that stuff and for the actual plush product. But from what I remember, and granted, I'm looking back on this and I just barely remember a couple things, but they're basically they all have the same, like you said, they all have the same body. They have different heads, maybe a different tail gets put on there, and just cut out a different felt and stuffed. It's a fairly easy setup for basically a teddy bear.
Yeah.
That every kid should have.
Agreed.
So the way they simplified the designs for the movie for the movie and TV show, it works very well. None of the, and granted, I could not tell you one character from another just simply because I don't know the names of the characters. But I mean, I can look and go, oh yeah, that character right there, he's blue. He doesn't look like he looks more like a who cares bear. That's Grumpy. I can make that. Oh, this one with the giant heart on his chest. That's obviously the leader of the bunch.
Right.
The one with the 4-leaf clover on its stomach. That's obviously a good luck bear. I can follow these things very easy without knowing who the characters are. I can make some general assumptions and probably come up with a name that's close enough. People who actually know these characters go, oh, you mean this guy? Says, yeah, that's who I mean. And even with the cousins, who are definitely still Care Bears, even though they're other animals, they work very well for that. And when you come out from that with the other characters who have to exist in the same universe as these homogenized walking toys, they actually work very well too. Because I mean, they're very well. All the characters in this are very well designed. They're believable, and even though they're standing next to characters that still look like walking teddy bears, it doesn't feel like they're out of place. Even though they that's obviously a slightly different art style, and then you get the Spirit, where it's like definitely goes dark and gruesome, and I still find it interesting. What feels like the most evil moment of the film is when Nicholas has almost discovered the two Kim and Jason. He walks past them and picks up a cigarette butt. It's like, yes, this is the perfect ingredient for my potion.
A cigarette. No, cigar butt.
So it's still tobacco.
Yeah.
It's like, yes. We have another example of the cartoon all-stars to the rescue. Since the Care Bears weren't in that movie, that special, they predated it by a couple years.
Yes.
But they're already talking about the evils of drug abuse. We just don't have a heart. I keep saying have a heart bear. That's not the name of the character.
Yeah, have a heart, people.
We don't have Braveheart lion as you, which is the character saying marijuana. Like we have Simon later on in that thing.
Oh gosh,
weird moment.
Weird moment. Oh my gosh.
But the character designs work so well with the obvious propaganda of this is what a good person is. It's a person who cares, and if you don't care about other people, you're obviously an evil person. You don't want to be an evil person, do you? And that's kind of what they're showing here. The evil spirit, just all it wants to do is make people not care about other people. That's all the evil spirit wants to do, and I still don't know why, other than its natural inclination. And it just worked, I think, so well in this with the character designs. It made that the character, the evil spirit, with such a stupid motivation, actually kind of work as a dark villainous character, especially one for a kid's audience. I mean, yeah, this is not Scar, this is not Ursula, this is not Maleficent. But it works for this in a way that, it shouldn't.
Fair.
And yet they did a very good job. So yeah, I'm going with. I know I just kind of bounced around there, but
you're not the only one who bounces around.
I'm going with the character designs of this as the main, as my like, because it just works, even though it shouldn't, with the way the story is set up. But now we need to get into dislikes.
All right, so before we do that, again, a little side tangent real fast. Speaking of cartoons back in the 80s or late 70s, whatever, does anybody remember, I don't know, the Gummy Bears?
I remember the Gummy Bears.
Okay, Gummy Bears.
Bouncing here and now, and bouncing here and there and everywhere.
Exactly.
They are the Gummy Bears.
Yes, that.
I was sad when that show went off the air, and all of Disney Afternoon was pushed half an hour earlier, and I didn't understand why. That instead of Gummy Bears, it started off with DuckTales, then went to Rescue Rangers, which I like, and then TaleSpin's like, I like these shows, but I missed my Gummy Bears. And then at the last half hour of the Disney Afternoon, I am the terror that flaps in the night. Ooh, this is much better.
But anyways, so be like where I work, we have a lot of products come in every day. I work at a grocery store. So
including Gummy Bears.
And
Gummy Worms.
Oh my gosh.
They work on the show.
Yeah. But anyways, so if any of you guys know, because they always sell these little sugary drinks that are always colored. Well, at my store, they started selling the barrels of those. Be like, as a kid from the 80s, be like, I remember those so clear, because I remember seeing my store manager started putting them up, and my first thought was like, that's Gummy Bears. Because my first, it's Gummy Bear juice. because that's all
Gummy berry juice. Oh, my word.
Yeah,
I forgot about gummy berry juice.
When I was a kid, like whenever my parents would go to the store, they would buy us all these sugary drinks. And anytime me and my brothers drank these, we thought they were gummy bear juice.
Right.
So we would drink it and it just bounce everywhere. So whenever I see
tickers.
those, that's immediately what I think is you drink it, you're going to start bouncing. So,
Okay.
yeah. So random ADD little side note, side track, sideways
Yes.
into the morphing grid.
Dislikes.
Dislikes.
What's your first dislike?
Oh my gosh. So here we go. Massive plot convenience all over the place. Oh my gosh.
It is his favorite complaint.
Oh my gosh. This drove me nuts. I'm like, okay. So, you have a teleporter. That doesn't work the entire time, but it works conveniently to send our characters into another dimension.
Just like the hyperdrive on Empire Strikes Back of the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, kind of. But less convenient. Or more convenient. So our characters get thrust into another dimension, which they don't know how to return home from.
At the end, it does teleport Grumpy Bear, not just to the site of this final battle.
Yeah.
In formation with the rest of the Care Bears.
Yeah. So be like, this whole the transporter, we're gonna call it, is the what is something gun. What is that?
Portal gun?
No, not portal gun. It's a
Transportation
no,
gun?
no.
Teleporter
Give me a second. It's a something's gun.
Chekhov's gun?
Chekhov's gun.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's more Chekhov's gun.
I had to make the connection. Sorry.
My first thought was Chekhov. Oh, Star Trek.
Well, I mean, that's...
Agreed. It's been half a on it. But so I kept thinking, it was like, okay, this teleporter, which by the end of the movie is already broke.
This is not Chekhov's gun. This is Scotty's teleporter.
Okay, Scotty's teleporter. Anyways.
You cannot change the laws of carry, Captain.
You sure? Oh my gosh. All right. So be like, Scotty's teleporter is so freaking convenient to all the characters. The fact that the very end of the movie be like, it's already broke. They can't fix it. And by the end of the big battle, they bring all the characters. Somehow it works again for some reason.
I mean, Grumpy Bear was working on it.
He was working on
As
it.
the carometer was going dangerously low.
Because of one stupid little fair or whatever.
Carnival.
Whatever. Nuance.
Circus.
Maximus, whatever. That's what I would want
It
to
wasn't
see.
a circus, it was a carnival. But
Yeah,
anyway.
whatever. I would like to see more like, okay, it's a Circus Maximus.
I mean, it is a permanent thing because they had a roller coaster and it looked like it was more of a permanent installation and not a trailer thing. But yeah, it doesn't matter.
Nuance. Whatever. Like, oh my
It still
gosh.
felt like a second-rate entertainment area.
Yeah, so our characters conveniently go into this second world, aka be like, oh, promotion for new toy line, what have you, capitalism, Reagan administration, space. Again, is capitalism wrong? Bad? No, it's not.
Unfettered capitalism, on the other hand.
That is true. But nuance.
Unregulated.
Unregulated, yes. Either or. Being like, you had this Scotty's gun the entire movie.
Just changing the names of these things. Moving on.
Moving right along.
Dig-a-doom, dig-a-doom.
But it's just like, oh my gosh, it's like, be like they just happen to stumble across this, and oh yeah, they just find each other conveniently.
I think you're forgetting the fact that every single Care Bear cousin they come across is exactly the Care Bear cousin they need in that particular circumstance.
Exactly. There's
because
no,
we're sharing these new characters with you so that you can go down to your local big box retailer and pick up not big box
Toys R
your
Us.
local Hallmark store and pick up these big stuffed animals that are 3 times the price that they ought to be.
Mm-hmm. Or just wait 10 years and pay $10 for them. Anyways, Oh my gosh, this is derailed so bad. It's like we got the transporter and it malfunctioned, and now we're 2 people.
We are 2 people.
You know what I mean? Split into 2 people.
4 people?
That would be scary.
Yes, it would. Moving
It would
on.
be. Anyways, feels like Star Trek: The Motion Picture. Oh, scary. Anyways, this is derailing so bad, but
Go.
I'm working on it.
Your ADD is tripping you up.
I know it's hard. You're like, welcome to my nightmare, people.
Welcome to... This is not Alice Cooper. Let's move on.
I was quoting a Power Rangers movie.
I know. First dislike. Finish your first dislike.
I'm trying. It's hard. Yeah, just plot convenience. This movie is so full of it in so many other ways that it's, we're about caring, and I'll get into that in a second. But yeah, just the plot convenience in this movie. Again, I understand it's a little kids movie. I totally get it. But at the same time, be like, don't downplay your audience. Just give them a little. Be like, there's a little action in this movie. I get it. But at the same time, every time it's like, oh, that's convenient that happened. So yeah, plot convenience or bear convenience, whatever. Scotty's gun, whatever. That's my first dislike. Scotty's gun.
Chekhov's gun, which is the actual name of it, is a legitimate trope used in many stories.
I'm aware.
You just hate that everything works so well for the plot. It wasn't Chekhov's gun that's the problem.
I know.
It's lame writing.
Oh yeah, agreed. It is lame writing. But I was trying to find a legitimate thought about it, and that's the first that popped in my head, and it turned into a joke.
Either way.
Anyway,
my first dislike for this is that it feels like a cult initiation video.
Okay, go on. Okay, I'm generally curious now. What do you think is like cult initiation?
Think about it.
Are they going to start worshiping some moon?
Okay, we are first introduced to not Power Rangers Kim and Jason, right?
Right.
They don't care because their parents are dead and they've decided they don't want to care about anybody else, so that way they don't have to feel for anybody when bad things happen.
Legitimate in some ways, yes.
In 15 minutes, mostly off screen, they are converted to the Care Bears way of seeing things.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
The rest of this movie is Nicholas. Same thing happening to Nicholas throughout the whole. Granted, his transformation is a lot deeper, but the longer I watch this, going, oh my word, these Care Bears. First, they induct these 2 random kids, and granted, the Care Bear cousins are not as hard a conversion, but it's like, hi, we just ran into your house. You can probably help us with something. Why don't you join us on our giant our giant cloud star smiling preschool barge, and then come with us. And then once we collect all your friends, we'll then induct you fully into our deeper organization.
Oh my gosh, it's Scientology, people.
No, it's Carrotology.
Carrotology. That's the episode, people.
Carrotology. It just, the longer I'm looking at this from the point of view of a 40-year-old who didn't grow up on the Care Bears, who can't help but look at this as something you stick the kids in front of to keep them from going crazy for an hour. And the longer I'm watching this and going, oh my word, I've seen poorly made Christian videos that were less heavy-handed than this. They're less. You've got to care about the people around you, because if you don't, look what's going to happen to the world. It's all going to turn. It's going to thunderstorm, and these great fun places like this carnival are going to turn into horrible dens of scum and villainy. And if you don't care, the world will come to an end. You've got to care. Clap for Tinkerbell or she'll die. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I completely understand.
It's feeding you this throughout the whole
it's
film.
so
I watch us going, oh my word. Did they know what they were doing?
Oh,
Did
yeah.
they realize this? I don't even think they really were. They were just selling these toys, and and if there was a cult they were actually trying to initiate you into, it was the Care Bear buying club. So you would go out and buy every Care Bear and every Care Bear cousin. That's all they cared about. It's a company. They want your money.
Yeah, true.
And as we know for certain that there's no doubt between either one of us that the entire reason this movie existed was to sell Care Bears.
Yeah, it was.
Not to actually teach children to care. But the message is so heavy-handed. It's like, especially when you get to the very end and all the kids have gone to bed and Mr. and Mrs. Cherrywood are walking down the hall, and it's revealed that Mr. Cherrywood is actually Nicholas, and she says, what are we ever going to do with you? And he says, just care for me. Just care for me. And I go, what kind of... You're still drinking the Kool-Aid, Nick. Quit it. You be a normal human being, please. So yeah, I hate the fact that this feels like a cult initiation hypnosis video.
Oh my word.
What's your second dislike?
Oh my gosh. Okay, let me breathe. Whew. I feel like Carolot's gonna be more like Jonestown. Jeez. The government's coming after us. You have to drink the Kool-Aid. That's horrible. I know it's horrible, but good night. It's a first
Oh, me, oh my, Miss Molly.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Welcome to the family.
It's what it feels like.
It does. Oh my gosh. Be like, is the leader named Charlie Bear? Oh my gosh, that's gonna
Is
die.
Carolot in Waco?
Oh man. Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. We shouldn't be making fun
No,
of
we shouldn't,
these,
but-
these horrible travesties.
Yes, but oh my gosh.
But
Yeah. Oh,
welcome to the... You didn't expect our review of the Care Bears movie to be a dark comedy.
dark comedy. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay.
This is the kind of stuff you'd expect to come out of a Dr. Strangelove review, not the Care Bears movie.
All right,
Featuring
so-
the Care Bear cousins.
So my second dislike. These are Care Bears. They're stalker bears. They're stalker bears traumatizing children everywhere. Basically,
there's
the
another word I
same
want to
thing you
use.
just talked
There's
about.
another word I want to use, but I'm afraid to use it. They're Care Bear missionaries.
Oh my gosh, you're not wrong. You are not wrong, bro. Oh my gosh. The fact to be like when they run into Jason and Kim, not Power Rangers.
It's not Power Rangers.
Not Power Rangers.
Oh, these kids wish they were Power
Oh my
Rangers after
gosh,
this.
so that moment, yeah. So it'd be like the two Care Bears show up. They know who they are. They know their past. They know where they're from. I'm like,
We
you're
know
from-
everything about you, children, and we want you to join us.
Be like, you have to
Join
be
us.
happy.
One of us, one of us. Goobo gaboo, goobo gaboo.
Oh my gosh. But it's like, yeah, they literally they profile their victims, they stalk them, and then convince them that be like, oh yeah, because you're unhappy, you need to be like, you're unhappy because you need to be happy and have friendship with people because it powers their little kingdom. So they need the
that's
power.
what it comes down to. They don't really care about humans caring for each other. They only care about humans caring for each other because that's their main power source.
Exactly.
The Care-a-Lot Energy Commission requires that all humans everywhere care for each other so that Care-a-Lot doesn't crash into Antarctica. It's a political conspiracy, I tells ya. All artsy stuff. I really hope you're having fun clipping all this tonight.
You're not kidding. Oh my
You've probably
gosh.
missed more than.
She'll
you
go back and like
prefer.
just clip everything, and like, we're gonna have such a plethora of clips and be like the Care Bear conspiracy.
I was really not expecting us to go this off the rails.
I'd be like, I had a notion. It's like, okay, be like, you have all this little things
Like-
here or there, but yeah.
Like, here's the thing. Normally, we're only off the rails this much when Nate is here.
Oh my gosh.
We're pulling this off without Nate.
You're welcome.
Imagine if he was here.
Oh my gosh.
We'd be here till morning.
We would. But oh my word. This movie be like, it made me think just like that. It's like, oh my gosh, these bears are out for just people's energy for their happiness and their friendship.
I think this is a Sailor Moon plot, isn't it?
It is. It is a Sailor Moon plot. We must feed up their
Carolina's-
positive energy and all their sadness. I'm just waiting for
Carolina
some.
is secretly the Negaverse, and we're trying to, and the Care Bears are trying to resurrect Queen Metallion. And Sailor Moon is actually playing one of the bears. We're in trouble, folks. She's gone over to the bear side.
Oh, if you guys can see my forehead, it's probably like there's 3 veins popping, probably. But oh my gosh, like if again, I remember as a kid watching this and being half bored to tears watching it. Now as an adult, I'm like, oh my gosh,
Because we're reading far
We're reading way too much into it.
It is actually there.
it's actually there. But oh my gosh, the implications you can imply to that. Conspiracy theory, anybody?
We really should have done this as a riff tracks.
Oh, probably. Hey, Nate, if you want to do a riff track on this, let's do it.
Let's not. let's just finish this episode.
But yeah, just the level of conspiratorial, the fact, like I said, stalker bears who stalk their victims and traumatize children forever to take their energy to power their kingdom. And it's just like, because again, I'll get into this in my third dislike, but it's like, oh my gosh. But yeah, that's my, let's moving right a bear along.
Dig-a-doom, dig-a-doom. I just realized it's not the Negaverse. It's the Dead Moon Circus. That's who the villains of this are.
Oh my gosh.
They're based on animals too, I think. I don't know. I hadn't watched that season of Sailor Moon. Anyway.
Hold on.
Yeah, Jacob
Artsy
breaks
son.
usually. This time Drew is breaking. We're both breaking.
here. Oh my gosh. This is probably the funnest episode so far. Like,
I haven't even done my second dislike yet, have I? I'm trying to get us back on track because we actually have something to do afterwards. It's
do.
already going to be late.
all right, so that was my second dislike. What is your second dislike?
My second dislike. Like you, it is how convenient everything happens.
Yes.
Every time. Oh, the kid happens to say to pick up this book. The teleporter happens to transport them to the feelings jungle, whatever it was called.
Welcome to the jungle, punk.
And every single one of these Care Bear cousins they run into is the exact same one they need at that moment.
Exactly.
And that means there's just enough there that there's you get to the end and they're doing the bears are doing the Care Bear stare and the animals are doing their call, whatever the crap that is.
Makes some
it's just
sense.
because they don't have tummy symbols yet for another 15 minutes. And then at the very end, and then Grumpy Bear, who's been trying to be Scotty on this thing, fixing this teleporter, finally gets it fixed, transports himself, I think one other bear, into formation with the rest of them, not just to the battlefield, but ready to be the final 2 bears needed to put this stupid thing in its place. And I don't even remember, when did the bear that was first following Nicholas find the key? to give to Jason.
Oh,
I missed that part. I just know. I remember he says, "You got to give this key. You gotta hold on to this key until we need it." And going, why don't you hold on to the key? Do you not have a pockets, you stupid bear?
So here was one thing to be like, I always thought would have been a really good plot point. The fact to be like either Jason or the bear lost the key and they have to find the key somehow. That would have been a cool, like a different plot point. But no, they never went with it.
If maybe the reason they were having to go through the feelings jungle or whatever was to get the key because it fell out of his pockets. And they had to go on this. Instead, no, the entire
like a certain movie that came out this year.
Okay, here's the thing. Here's another plot convenience. There are 2 trips through this jungle. One of them is with the people who were teleported there, the 2 Care Bears and Kim and Jason, not Power Rangers. And then there's the other ones who get on a boat and take it downriver. The narrator literally says they have no idea where this river goes or if it even leads to Earth or it leads to where to the people they're trying to get. Then why did you get on the boat? If you don't know where this river is going, how do you know and you don't know it'll go to Earth? Why are you on it?
Yeah.
How does this help? How do you know you're not going to get lost? This is the stupidest move, but it's not the stupidest move because the plot needed to give you something to do for an hour so you would magically get to where you're going at the most convenient moment after you saved the other goobers who got transported there accidentally. The people who were transported there accidentally, I get. That's not their fault. But plots... I don't like using plot convenience as a dislike myself.
Yeah,
I try to stay.
I don't like plot conveniences because they're genius.
Generally, even the plot conveniences you bring up, I kind of are usually not bad enough for me to see them as bad as you do. That's not throwing you down the river.
You're fine.
It's just me. It's just me.
Fair.
Looking at the story, going, the story has to have this. That's a normal thing. That's a standard writing method.
But
I get why it's annoying, but it's not as bad. But I'm looking at this going, every single moment, this is plot convenience. The movie.
It is. So I mean, I want to throw one caveat in there. One caveat because it's not part of my likes, but it's something that I thought of. The fact to be like the Care Bears use their Care Bear stare to take down their enemies. At one point, they use it on Nicholas to make him happy. You have to be happy here.
It is there's a word. Let's face it. It's a generic beam. It probably shines happiness on the truly evil. It turns it's like poison, but to those who still have an ounce of care in their heart, it could bring them back.
Apparently.
At the same time, he's standing around walking like Dracula. No, I can't go into the light. I can't care. I must make you not care either by casting a magic spell. Blah. Blah, blah, blah.
But, okay.
Mavis, where's my grandson?
Okay.
What's your third dislike?
Care Bear my backside. All right. So my third dislike is the entire function. Not even function. Let's go even deeper with that. So I wrote, the entirety of Carolot will be completely destroyed because happiness has disappeared from a single town.
Okay, I'm going to...
Or a single park.
I know we keep saying that.
Because that's what
admittedly,
it implies.
that's all we see. But admittedly, it is implied that somehow the works of this one boy is causing Care to completely leave Earth. There's no evidence that this is happening, but that's the implication because that's why the Careometer or whatever it was called, it was going down.
Right.
And it got down to 2 people, which was supposed to be Kim and Jason.
Right, who are not Power Rangers. But at the same time, be like, yes, yeah, it's implied, but how does that work? Logically, it doesn't make any sense.
The budget couldn't show the rest of the world fighting each other, even though they could have just used like random stock footage of any war.
That's true. Be like, that would have made more sense, but the way it's implied, it'd be like all of Care-a-Lot, its power is being absorbed from this nearby town, and so if people start losing their happiness,
that's the problem. On one hand, we have no evidence that the rest of the world is being affected by this one kid, because the whole world being affected by this one kid doesn't make any sense.
It makes no sense.
On the other side,
right, all
of Care-a-Lot depending on this one town. And that's us being generous, because it's all we really see is this one carnival. Mm-hmm. That doesn't make any sense either. No. That would be just completely destroying Care-a-Lot from a logical perspective.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, we're talking about the magical power of caring somehow powering this place, but within the logic of what we're given, there's no reason that's the case. There should be 7 billion people on the planet, of which at least half of them have to be caring enough that Care-a-Lot should be just fine.
Yeah. So logically, it makes no sense. But I understand, but at the same time, you take the localization of it. It's okay. So everything's powered by this one town or this one little fair. Again, it makes zero sense of why Care-a-Lot would be destroyed, because nobody cares. Because then it implies that because you are absorbing people's happiness in order to run your care empire. Mm-hmm. That's what it implies. The logic and the reasoning go behind it. Again, we're talking about a little kids movie from 1985 based on merchandise based
on greeting cards.
So the whole Care-a-Lot's going to be destroyed because the care meter is losing because people aren't caring. Yeah, really? In 1985, I'd be like, that's like.
It is 1985, end of the Cold War.
A lot of people were happy because Back to the Future had come out, because it was celebrated all over the world.
Right,
so you're saying because your movie's doing terrible or did okay, Care-a-Lot's going to be saved.
But at the same time, this is in the middle of the Cold War. We're not far from like the Doomsday Clock was at a minute to midnight or whatever. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This was back when they were only looking at the atomic bomb as to what would make that change. Mm-hmm. It's I can see how the whole world would. Why there would be a care deficiency on the Earth at the time, but there's a lot of people who were still caring to the point where I don't care how little this town cares. Care-a-Lot should be fine.
Yes, should be. But apparently it's supposed to be powered by the world, but only isolated to one town and one fair. Anyways. What is your third dislike?
My third and final dislike. This movie is too NutraSweet.
Oh, yeah, you're not kidding.
I want to say, there's this thing, I want to call it saccharine, because saccharine implies a sweetness that's kind of overblown. The problem is it's not that. I say it's NutraSweet because at first you're looking at it and it feels like it's fine. It's not great. It's got a little bit of a weird taste, but you're kind of fine with it. It's a little too sweet in many ways, but then as you make that last swallow, the wang hits you. It's that weird aftertaste that most diet drinks that use NutraSweet have, and that's kind of what this feels like. Because I got to the end of this film, I had sat through a bunch of songs that were just so sugary sweet and they were for the most part fine, because I'd seen worse than that on Sesame Street or stuff like that. That was there, but then it got built up by we have this show is the whole plot about this is we got to make people care so that the world won't come to an end, and the real trouble is that nobody cares. Some people don't care enough, and blah blah blah. I kind of can work with that, because that's That's what it says on the box. This is the Care Bears movie. It's meant to promote caring for other people. Okay, that's fine. It's a preschool thing. That kind of makes sense because this is basically a teddy bear product.
It is,
and it's aimed at kids who are watching this with their teddy bears, who are wondering why their teddy bear doesn't have a little red heart on its rump that says Care Bears on it.
On its rump? Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's where it is.
There is a heart on their rump.
They do have a heart on their rump.
Oh, my gosh.
It's fine. It's sweet. It's a little sweet. It's a little more sweet than maybe you want, but for the most part, you're fine. And then you get to the end of the film. The credits are done. You turn the movie off, and the wang hits you. Mm-hmm. And you go, wait a minute. All these things hit me. Like, that was literally the first thought when the credits of this rolled. Mm-hmm. And I turned it off and go, well, that's done. The line that went through my head was from an episode of King of the Hill, where Peggy, Hank's wife, and their niece, Luann, accidentally join a cult. And Hank Hill pulls up, not sure if he's in the right spot, asks the obvious person in a cult outfit, hey, is this the cult? And she says, we're not a cult. We're a commune of like-minded, caring people. Says, yeah, this is it. We're here. That's what went through my mind.
That's fair.
And it's like, oh my word, that is here. And then it's like it just kept hitting me wave upon wave of, oh my word, this is what was happening. And it's like, was I supposed to like this movie? I don't know. It wasn't bad. It was okay. The only other movie that I've kind of had this weird wang effect was Leo the Lion.
Oh.
Now, Leo the Lion was far, 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 far worse.
Fair.
Because Leo the Lion was a badly made film. And then it offended me. This one is not a badly made film. And it does not offend me. But it's that similar, I'm fine and kind of there while I'm watching it. But the minute it's over and the minute I start to think about it, I get hit with, like, best way I know how to put it, I get hit with the wang. This weird taste that I can't place what it is, but it makes me want to spit it out, but I can't spit it out because there's nothing there. That's what I mean by the wang.
Oh, I get it. So, be like, you've had Chuck Zero chocolate before, have you?
No, I have not. I did not want it because I have had enough. Okay, my personal opinion when it comes to sugar alternatives.
Yes.
I don't want any sugar alternative. I want
Sugar,
or I will take corn syrup.
Okay, fair enough.
These are the only two I will take because I've had both of those most of my life, and both of those taste right.
Okay.
None of the other sugar alternatives like NutraSweet, Stevia, monk fruit that I've tried ever taste right. And I know too much to be able to just accept it and move on and act like it's no big deal when it doesn't taste like I think it should.
Okay. So the reason I brought that up was
I don't want to put anybody who knows me that does these things. We have some friends who use some alternative sugars. I don't want to. I'm not saying I don't appreciate, and I'm fairly certain I probably have had some chocolate zero.
You
just not thought about it because
probably have.
I know it's used up there, but it's not going to beat Hershey's for me. Or
agreed.
Or what is that one? Or Dove, or I'm trying to think of. It's a European one, and I can't think of the name right now. But anyway,
yeah, either words. The reason I bring that up because like Chuck Zero does use monk fruit, and my wife absolutely loves it. Friends of ours enjoy it, and be like, it's kind of like that. You eat a piece of Chuck Zero again. Be like, I buy Chuck Zero all the time because my wife loves it. I'm not saying I dislike. It's like it's that wham moment.
Yeah,
the very end when the monk fruit hits you, and it's like
it's one of the it's one of
that?
those things where if you are used to it, if you have it all the time, you're not going to notice it.
That is
but
true.
I don't, and I don't want to go through the acquired taste phase. That's just me.
It's like beer. You got to get accustomed to it.
Actually, I'm sitting here remembering when we were at your bachelor party.
Oh,
and we had
gosh.
that whiskey.
Oh gosh, that kicked me in the head. Oh my gosh.
I know what turpentine tastes like,
Yeah.
folks. And the sad part is, the longer that taste was there, I understood it and went, no, I don't want to go down this road.
Anyways, so I think that's all of our likes and
That
dislikes.
is, what are we rating this thing?
Oh my gosh. So
I'm going to give it a 6.
okay.
It's well animated. I don't like the story that much. But this is still a kid's film.
Oh, yeah.
I can kind of give it a little bit of grace for that. I overblow many of the aspects of this, mostly for comedy's sake.
Oh, yeah.
But this is not a film for me, folks.
Fair.
I understand why some people would have some nostalgia for it. I don't fault y'all for that nostalgia, but for me, no, I can't watch this film again.
Okay.
I may watch the Nostalgia Critics review of it again and have a much better appreciation for it, and I am willing to watch The Next Generation. But I don't want to watch this film again.
Fair.
It's under my belt and I can move on.
That's fair. So I'm also going to give it a 6 because originally I wanted to give it a 5, but I think it was more because, again, it has good animation. It's got some good things in it. Be like, again, not a fan of the story. I think I'm giving this a more higher rating because of the review itself, because we had so
much fun doing
so
this.
much fun and so much laughter and like running stupid
this is-
conspiracy theories.
This is
all
like
over
9/10 of the reason we do this show.
Oh yeah, just the stupid silliness of it, and it's a medicine for the soul sometimes with how much we have fun with this show.
Yes.
But yeah, I think a lot of this review is what is going to give this particular review we did tonight for this episode is going to give this movie a little more nostalgia than I thought it would. So it's probably like a 6.5.
Next week, something a little more in our wheelhouse.
Dun-dun, dun-dun.
Even though I don't have the nostalgia for this either, because I was not allowed to watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles growing up for whatever reason. But I have seen this movie, and I do like this movie, and let's face it, it's technically a Muppet movie. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from 1990, the world's most expensive independent film. We're reviewing it next week as a plus review. So join us next week for that.
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait because this movie literally, because I remember as a child be like, this movie came out when I was in first grade because I got held back once for good and for good reasons.
Yeah.
And we went and saw this in theaters because my dad knew we loved the Turtles. This movie came out. We watched it and it completely rocked my world. So yes, this is a plus episode where I'm going to just turtle power.
Join us next week for that.
Yes.
In the meantime, intermission, Batman.
This podcast is a proud member of Culture Box. Whether you enjoy geeky reviews, comedy, or original fiction, you can open up the Culture Box and find something excellent for your soul. Point your web browser to culturebox.media.
This week, we suggest checking out the Retro Rewind podcast because we brought him up earlier with a Jason.
Yes.
Anyway, every other week, join the Retro Rewind pod as they travel back 15 or more years along the entertainment space-time continuum in their mission to review movies and games, establishing what is still worth your time today and what certainly isn't. Expect fun banter and true insights from Francisco, Paul, and a rotating cadre of guest hosts who are all out of time. And yes, he does like it when you call him Roy. The Southcast would also like to thank the following patrons: Artsy Steph,
PaulGPowers.com,
The Book of Gaming,
Edwin Gonzalez.
and the Monster Island Film Vault.
Thanks, Nate.
If you would like to have your name shouted out on the show, plus episodes of our Patreon exclusive show, We're Just Super Saiyan, and our extra TAS episodes coming up for X-Men 97 Season 2, you can donate to our Patreon at the $1 level, and then at the $5 level, you can get that plus uncut episodes of the Cellcast with no ads, plus some special art from Jacob. He does have a piece he's getting ready for that.
I'm actually working on it, people.
And then at the $10 level, you can force us to review a film of your choice within reason in 2027 as 2026 is all full. We only have one more of those actually to do this year, and it'll be done near the end of August.
Which movie is that again?
Power Up, I think is the name. It's Edwin Gonzalez.
Oh, it's Edwin. Edwin, okay. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I think it's called Power Up. It's a Cartoon Network. Level Up, sorry.
Level Up,
It was,
okay.
it was on Cartoon Network. I'm not sure where we can find that yet, but we'll find it. If you would like, I already read all that. Also, check out our Redbubble store for stickers, t-shirts, and other various items of merch. And if you want to support us without spending any money, please rate, review, and subscribe to us wherever you found us, and share us with your friends. Ladies and gentlemen, in the past 2 weeks, we have had an explosion of downloads. So if you are new to the show, welcome.
Thank you.
As you can tell from listening to this episode, we can be lots of fun.
We can.
And we can be very cringy at the same time, but hey, we don't care.
It's all part of the fun.
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am
Care Bear. Care Bears.
Care Bears.
There is a song the good folks sing.
Care. You must care.
You must care.
Like Zoinks, we're in trouble.
Batman, the animated series, our first episode of the night, Legends of the Dark
Oh my
Knight.
gosh, yes.
First aired October 10th, 1998. Production episode 104, broadcast episode 104. It was directed by Dan Reba and written by both Robert Goodman and Bruce Timm. In this episode, several children give their wildly varying opinions on who they think Batman actually is. New cast, and I'm going to tell you, complete cast for this episode because many of our normal voice actors actually play some new roles in this one. Kevin Conroy is both Batman and a 50s henchman. Robert Costanza plays Harvey Bullock and a 50s henchman. Gary Owens plays 50s era Batman. Michael Ironside plays 80s Batman. Michael McKean plays 50s Joker. Brienne Sedal plays 50s Robin. Ryan O'Donoghue plays Matt, one of our kids. Andy McAfee plays Carrie and, of course, 80s Robin. I wonder why. Jeremy Foley plays Nick. Kevin Michael Richardson plays a mutant leader and a cop. Mark Rolston plays Firefly and Dawn. Charles Rocket plays Security Guard and Rob. And Philip Van Dyke plays Joel. We'll get to that. In the opening credits of this episode, it says, with acknowledgement of the works of Bill Finger, Dick Sprang, and Frank Miller.
Thank you.
As best as I can tell, and I did do my research on this, this is the first time that Bill Finger is acknowledged on screen for any Batman work.
Good.
Without writing the episode in question.
Good.
Because the only other credit I could find for Bill Finger prior to this on any Batman television or movie property was in Batman 66, where he wrote the double episodes, all the episodes in that were double, The Clock King's Crazy Crimes and The Clock King Gets Crowned.
Really?
Yeah, he wrote that episode for the show.
Oh,
those two episodes.
So the guy who actually invented Batman and not Bob whatever.
Bob Kane.
Yeah, Bob Kane.
The man who's very good at contract negotiations.
Exactly.
Bill Finger, as I said, would not receive formal credit as Batman co-creator until 2015 with the Gotham television series and in 2016 with Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. Both Dick Sprang and Frank Miller were given a tape before the episode was aired. Both liked the handling of their work. At the end of the first story, Batman and Robin shake hands, and Batman refers to Robin as Old Chum, which are both references to Batman 66, starring Adam West and Burt Ward, the handshake being part of the animated title sequence. The two fantasy stories of Batman are directly based upon Bill Finger and Bob Kane's and artist Dick Sprang's version of the Batman from the 50s and 60s, and Frank Miller's version of the Batman from the 80s. The episode as a whole is based on a similar story with the same title by Denny O'Neil and Neil Adams from the 70s. This episode, however, while it was Bruce Timm did come up with it, he did not know it existed. I just jumped down, sorry. But Bruce Timm came up with the idea when watching Batman Forever and thinking about how many different versions of Batman there are and how they're all valid. Gee, I wonder why he was thinking that. Gary Owens, who plays the 50s Batman, played Space Ghost, the titular character from Hanna-Barbera's Space Ghost in 1966, which Bruce Timm designed the DCAU Batman's cowl after. Owens also voiced the very Batman-like Blue Falcon in Hanna-Barbera's Dynomutt Dog Wonder. Lastly, a kid named Joel associates Batman with tight rubber armor and a flashy car that can drive up walls. Both referencing Batman Forever, which was directed by Joel Schumacher. Joel is even seen standing outside a shop under a partially obscured sign that seems to read Shoemaker. Make of that what you will. What are your thoughts on this episode? I'll admit, going into this, I just seen like a couple of screenshots. I didn't know what it was actually going to be based on. So, and the ones I was seeing was reminded me of the Hanna-Barbera animated Batman stuff.
Right.
That's not what the 50s Batman is. It is literally, we are going back to 50s era comics, and we are just going to put one of these things on there no matter how weird it is.
Oh my
and
gosh.
Joker even looks like he did back then, where he was pretty much just a clown gangster. And they're walking around the Walker Music Center, which was actually named after Shirley Walker. The composer for the show, plus Animaniacs and Tiny Toons.
So many things.
So many things. I will say for this part, I thought this was going to be the part I enjoyed the most going into it. And I did enjoy it for its goofiness, for its comedy. It's like, yeah, this is how things were. I love this callback to classic comics. And then we get to an adaptation of The Dark Knight Rises.
My
For
gosh,
the second half of this.
Yes.
I texted you
You did.
as I'm watching
And I was
this.
so out of context when I read that.
And I said, how do you get away with adapting the works of Frank Miller for 90s kids television without having to do much censoring? Just say all these bullets are made of rubber. That standards and practices will never know.
What was this episode called again?
Legends of the Dark Knight. This episode is fun. It's a great callback to Batman shows of other, or Batman stories of other eras that don't necessarily, they're not the same as this. And I did enjoy that. I kind of knew exactly where they were going, though, with the Frank Miller one. The minute Carrie said, and Robin is a girl. It's like, we're about to get Dark Knight Rises.
Yes.
The most... I understand why it is well beloved. I think it's a touch overplayed. But that's just my opinion.
Fair.
Or overrated. But either way.
Yeah.
It's still it was a nice callback to that era, even if it's not my preference. It was like this very. I was going and expecting a Batman the Animated Series version of these things, and for both the 50s era story and the Dark Knight Rises story, we got very accurate adaptations. With so much respect. I knew there was respect for the old stuff back when they got Adam West in for the Grey Ghost. I was not expecting to go in this, and not only would the animation be spot on for both of these, but where it treated them both with respect. It was never, neither one of them was a, look how stupid this is. We're going to make obvious jokes about how stupid this is. No, it was both versions were treated with respect, and that is, and fans of both, what I think of as the Batman 66 era and the 80s era, they don't normally get along. But this one episode was able to give them both, I think, a great, show both eras a great respect, and how these are both acceptable, and you don't have. It doesn't have to be one or the other. You can
That's
enjoy
fair.
both.
That's fair.
Plus, let's face it, the Bat Tank.
Oh, Bat
I
Tank.
know that's in The Dark Knight Rises, but I'm watching that and going, how did you get away with a Bat Tank on Kids WP?
It's shooting lasers, not bullets.
I know, but still, and rubber bullets.
Rubber
Don't
bullets.
forget rubber bullets.
Yeah, rubber bullets. They're not lethal.
Like, the only thing that was weird about that, even though we're dealing with definitely 90s era mutants are obviously
Late
the problem.
80s.
Late 80s.
Late
So you
80s.
know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's that extreme era of comic books. And
It's getting close to that.
It's
era.
getting to that.
Yeah.
It's the start of it. And then there's these two characters that are named Dawn and Rob. And you know that's their names because it's written on their shirts. Like it's a comic book. And I'm going, I know that probably happened, but that's a weird choice. Sorry, what are your thoughts on this? I kind of just went off.
Yeah, you did. But my first thought was like, oh my gosh, they did an homage to oh crap, the director, what's his name? Crap, Joel Schumacher. When that character popped up, I'm like, I started giggling loud. So I was in fits over this. I'm like, oh my gosh, it is Schumacher. Oh my gosh, with the hair. It's like, oh, it's just fabulous and everything. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's like
He wears rubber suits and drives a Batmobile that can drive on walls. It's like, if this were made today, they'd talk about they talk about the Tumbler driving on walls.
They would. But oh my
And how he
gosh,
fights Superman.
I died. It was like, oh my gosh, because I remember watching that a few years ago, and it's like, that's Joel Schumacher. And then now it's just like, oh my gosh,
that's Joel Schumacher.
That's Schumacher.
That is what that is.
That is what it is. I died. I was laughing.
Like if they had actually done a adaptation of a story from like a Joel Schumacher perspective, you'd have to get the Bruce Wayne would come out looking like George Clooney. Hey, it makes sense. Batman.
It does.
Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
The other Joel Schumacher movie.
Yes.
I don't remember exactly when it came out, but it was not far from here.
98.
Takes the Mr. Freeze storyline from this show
It does.
and adapts it with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Last episode, we talked about Arnold Schwarzenegger I don't remember. It was an Arnold Schwarzenegger knockoff.
Yeah.
And only a couple years later, he would be Mr. Freeze.
Please. Everyone chill. But it's like, yeah, they did that great. I laughed so hard on that one. And then they did The Dark Knight. And I was like, oh my gosh.
I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting some toned down version.
No,
like some
no.
safe for
You
television.
can't- you can't do that with that.
They get away with it by making a couple of quick references, like I said, and then it's like, no, this is basically it.
Oh, yeah.
It is to the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Dark Knight Rises.
All I'm going to say is the mutants with their piercings. I'd be like, it's in the comics. Trust me, it's there. But I'm like, oh my gosh, they went there with like the leader and roar, I'm so big and bad. And be like, and then Batman comes in, be like the fight in the pit and be like, it's like, yeah, you're the patient, I'm the surgeon. Be like just quoting the book.
Right. And
I'm
you're
like,
going,
oh my word.
And I'm sitting
And the
there going, how
rubber
do you
bullet
get away
slide
with
was
this?
hysterical.
How do you get away with this? And it works. And I was like, I don't care how they got away with this.
yeah.
This is great.
This was the cherry on top of how good be like they can do with what they had with this series. And it's just so perfect in every way. Be like, you go back to the first act of it where it was this 1960s, 70s kind of 50s style of Batman, and it's so campy and so cheesy.
But it works.
It works. It works so well.
It's a good little story. I'm sitting there going, because I'm watching that going, yeah, this is a 50s era Batman story. But the last time I saw this plot line, it was side by side Tom and Jerry and Bugs Bunny and I think Tweety Bird. I could be wrong on that. Some other mouse doing this thing where you're hitting the keys. So it's like, why aren't you playing the Looney Tunes song that was for those episodes. It's like I was expecting, like, why isn't this playing some classical thing that granted, Joker probably couldn't have done that, but I'm still sitting there going, oh man, that would have been so funny if you just referenced Looney Tunes with this. You didn't.
No.
But it was close enough. It's like, oh, this is so great.
But
it didn't have to be that good.
No, it didn't. But be like, just so the way this episode is executed is so brilliant. The fact that the kids are thinking, oh, Batman's this, Batman's this, and they actually do have an interaction with Batman when Firefly, not the TV series,
who unfortunately was not the girlfriend who was traumatized at the end of the Firefly episode.
Yeah, that would have been a good idea.
Which was the original plan.
Yeah, but be like, I do enjoy our kids do get interaction with Batman. They kind of get into peril
with their own bat signal.
With their own bat signal. That was so good. But yeah, the episode altogether is just fantastic. And yeah, be like, if you're looking for an episode just to watch out of just Batman The New Adventures, this is one of them.
This is I'm going to go out on a limb and say, of the New Batman Adventures, I'm just saying season 4 right now, this is the best episode. Period. I'm not saying there weren't other good ones, but this was the one that I had a smile on my face from beginning to end. Because this was like, this is your fandom episode, folks. Have fun with it. We're treating it with as much respect as we can get away with.
Fair. So yeah, that is our review of that episode. What episode we do next?
Oh, the one that actually, the only Batman episode to actually acknowledge that it's part of an extended universe. Girls' Night Out.
Yeah.
First aired October 17th, 1998. Production episode 105 and broadcast episode 105. Directed by Kurt Gita and written by Hilary J. Bader. In this episode, when Livewire escapes in Gotham City, Supergirl and Batgirl team up to find her, but the supervillainess has joined with Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy herself. So our guess that Catwoman was going to be in this episode was wrong. New cast for this one, we got Nicole Tom as Supergirl and Kara Jor-El. Is it Kara Jor-El?
Kara.
We'll just say Kara.
Yeah, it's Kara.
Lori Petty as Livewire.
It's not Jor-El, though.
I couldn't remember her actual Kryptonian last name.
It's not
Zor-El?
Yeah, Zor-El.
Yeah, it's Kara Zor-El. Sorry.
Yeah, Kara Zor-El.
And Hal Rail as a driver cop and a mall security guard.
Yes.
Trivia for this episode. Bruce Wayne and Batman has appeared on every show in the DC animated universe. However, this is the only crossover episode in which characters from another show, in this case Superman the Animated Series, appeared on his. Batgirl / Barbara Gordon and Supergirl, Kara Kent, almost instantly hit it off as friends, which is a complete opposite of Batman and Superman's first encounter in the Superman the Animated Series episode World's Finest. Livewire was actually created for Superman the Animated Series, but was later added into DC Comics in March 2006 in Action Comics number 835. And finally, this episode is the last episode out of all of Batman the Animated Series in which the production episode number and the broadcast episode number are the same. They are out of sync for the rest of the show.
Oh, okay.
So, what are your thoughts on this crossover episode?
I love it. I mean, like, I'm plotting ideas for the cover art with this, and be like, I've got an idea. I think it's gonna be funny, and then I've got a little Easter egg that's probably in the corner somewhere. So just look out for that one. But I think overall I enjoyed it because again, it's one of the only crossovers we get in Batman.
Yeah, this is the only one.
The only one we get, and I do enjoy it. Be like, you do have Barbara and Kara. Are they instantly kick it off and be like they're trying to go after Livewire, and it's a good episode. It'd be like it's because Batman calls Clark, gets Kara, it kind of explains, be like, this sounds like a cape. Like, because she's used to being around Clark, Superman.
Well, she is a cape.
She is a cape.
Batman should know who Kara is.
He does,
but whether or not that's who he knows, that's who he got, is another matter.
But I think overall, be like, I really enjoyed this episode because again, I do love the idea of two characters who instantly just click. And they work together very well, and they're not trying to like one up each other. It's just like Yeah, it's Batgirl, Supergirl, good pairing. And I have an idea what the idea for the cover art's going to be, with two characters who are flying and then they're just dropping something.
Care Bear Borgs.
Care Bear Borgs. Thank you, Artsy.
Anyway,
Yes, great episode.
I enjoyed this one also. There's a little bit of this that reminds me of the Gotham Knights segment.
Oh, yeah.
Where Poison Ivy and Harley kidnap Bruce Wayne and force him to spend money on them.
Oh, yeah, that was a good episode.
And there's a little bit of that I was reminded of in this, but this definitely goes more into it. And
wasn't Harley and Ivy in this one?
Yeah, Harley and Ivy were both in this one.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But we also have
they team up
Livewire.
with LimeWire.
Right.
Not LimeWire, where you still music.
Livewire, though, strangely enough, I feel like, and this is the main problem I have with this, Livewire didn't really get along well, I think, with
Harley at
or
all.
really Ivy either.
No.
They really, while Kara and Barbara really meshed well together, Livewire really didn't fit in with the other two. And really was trying to outshine them to the point where I kind of was just getting annoyed with Livewire.
That is fair.
Personally. But, because Livewire is just showing off and being a much more discreet villain than the other two are. Granted, Harley's over there just hitting the ATM with a giant hammer. Which was funny.
Again, that's not really Harley. Harley does do that, but she doesn't do it that often, so it's a little bit off-putting as a character.
That's what I'm talking about. They, in order to promote Livewire or make her look like a much more competent character, they made Harley look stupid.
Yeah, agreed.
If we're talking about how Harley would normally handle this, yeah, she might have hit the ATM machine with the hammer twice, but then she'd stick a candy cane, a piece of dynamite into it and blow it up and then get the money out that way. And I feel like Ivy would have been able to steal the money out of that ATM a lot more cleanly too, had it not been, we want to make Livewire look like she's, this supervillain extraordinaire, and she's outshining these other two. Yeah, because her villain is, I don't know if it's her because her nemesis is Superman or not, but it's just, it feels like that part I didn't like. I with as much as Kara and Barbara went together, I kind of wish the villains would have had that too, and to make them at least more of a threat in this episode. So, and I want the villains to be more of a threat so that our heroes look better when they triumph over them.
Fair.
So, yeah. But other than that, this is a good, fun episode. I kind of wish we got more of these during the new Batman adventures and had a second season of this part of the animated series have happened. Maybe we would have. But at the same time, I also kind of glad we're coming to the end of it, because I'll admit, for the most part, a lot of these episodes of this last season have not been that great, personally. So, I think that's actually it for this episode.
I think so.
Next week, we've got Mad Love and Chemistry, which sound like they should both be Harley Quinn episodes, but I think only Mad Love is.
Yeah.
And Mad Love is one of the big ones, since it was how an adaptation. That was how Harley was introduced into DC Comics, even if it was an adaptation of, it was part of the new Batman Adventures comic book at the time.
True,
but it's one of the more well liked ones. So,
okay.
And we are coming to near the end. I think it's just these. I think it's just 4 Batman episodes after tonight. So keep an eye out for how we finish this. But in the meantime, unless you've got anything else to add before we cut out.
Not really. Be like, I really enjoyed Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah, I have too.
What have you? But it's like, yeah, it's gonna be nice to get. Plus, we're going into something a bit more funny
And entertaining.
and entertaining.
I don't that this is entertaining.
This is highly
but
entertaining.
A different type of entertaining.
Entertainment.
Something we've been looking forward to, I think, for a little bit.
Yes.
So join us for that when the time comes. But in the meantime, this has been Drew.
This is Jacob.
And we'll catch you in the next frame.
To follow Jacob and Drew's individual internet exploits, check out the Linktree links in the show notes. You can email us at thecellcastpodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter or X at @cast_cell. Follow our Facebook page, The Cellcast Podcast, and join our Facebook group, The Cell Nation, our YouTube channel, Cellcast, and our Rumble channel, The Cellcast Gaming. You can join us every Friday night at 7 p.m. Central for our live recordings of our episodes on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble. You can also join Drew on those same streaming channels on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Central for gaming streams. You can listen to our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere else fine podcasts can be downloaded from. Please rate and review us where you found us. Our theme song is Drop and Roll by Silent Partner. Our bad movie theme is It's Party Time by Gregory Snegoff, with additional audio from the film Titanic: The Legend Goes On, and remember, that's Cell with a single L.
Gummy bears bouncing here and bouncing everywhere. They are the gummy bears.
It's a Care Bear conspiracy, people. I'm just telling you, don't drink the juice. That's all I say. Don't buy into their conspiracy theory. They're gonna suck you into their happiness and drain you of your soul. Don't do it.
Don't stare directly at the Care Bear stare.